Hi, boys and girls. Last week in social studies, we talked about how the buddies were going to go on a field trip to the library. Yesterday, we talked about what they could use to find where the library was, and we talked about globes. We said that globes are 3D solid models of the earth, that they are spheres, and that they show where land and water are. Today, we are going to continue to talk about the buddies' field trip and what they're going to use to find their way. We're going to talk a little bit about state maps and landforms and bodies of water. I'm going to read the pages from our book to you, and then I'm going to share my screen with you so we can go through the lesson together. This says, Rima thinks the buddies might find their way to the library with a map. A map is a drawing of a place. And Rima says, can we find the library on a map of our state? We live in the state of Florida. And this is a picture of the state of Florida. Sam says, a map of our state can help us locate cities and towns, but it won't show us where the library is. And then it has some pictures of different cities in Florida. I'm going to show you a better view of these pictures in a few minutes, but this is Tallahassee. Our state capital is in Tallahassee. This is Miami, where we live, and this is Tampa. Down here it says, why isn't the library on a map of our state? And I want you guys to think about why the library might not be on a map of our state. Up here it says, there are many places to live in Florida. This map shows some cities in our state. The map also has a compass rose. A compass rose shows the cardinal directions. They are north, south, east, and west. These directions help show where you live in Florida. We live here in Miami. Miami is in southeast Florida. Okay. A state map can also help you find bodies of water like rivers, lakes, the ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico. So this is the Gulf of Mexico. This line is a river, and this is a lake. This is a picture of a lake right here. It's a picture of rivers. We can see landforms like the coast, forest, hills, and wetlands. So the coast is the beach, runs all along most of Florida. Wetlands are like the Everglades. They're located here, just west of us. Forest is located up in northern Florida, and hills are also in northern Florida. And some states, like Colorado, have mountains, but we do not have those in Florida. The buddies have friends and family who live all over our state. Listen to what they say about where these people live. My cousin Emily lives on the Gulf Coast. She loves to go to the beach. This is the Gulf Coast here. My friend Kim lives at the lake. She likes to go fishing. My friend Matt lives near the wetlands. He can see lots of wildlife and plants. There's a lot of different animals that live in the wetlands, including alligators. Okay, so now we are going to look at our lesson. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go through the lesson together. So here on this page, we see two different kinds of maps. The top map is a map of a neighborhood or a town. It shows us different streets and different places in the town, like the library, the fire department, the school. I believe that's the police station. And it shows you different roads on how to get to those places. So this kind of map would have a library on it. The bottom map is a state map of Florida, and it shows us different landforms and different bodies of water. This is another map of Florida. It shows the different cities in Florida. So we live here in southeast Florida in Miami, specifically in the city of Sunny Isles. Northwest of us is Tampa. It's on the Gulf Coast. North of us is Orlando. And many of you have been to Orlando because Disney World and Universal Studios are there. North of Orlando is Jacksonville. And then up here in the Panhandle is Tallahassee. Tallahassee is the capital of our state, and it's where our governor lives. We're going to do a lesson now on cardinal directions. We're just going to do the learn it section. We're not going to do the try it or apply it section.
Do you remember what a compass rose is? A compass rose shows you the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west, also shown as N, S, E, and W. Did you know there are also 4 other directions that are shown in a compass rose? These directions are called intermediate directions. I know you're thinking, what does intermediate mean? Intermediate means being between 2 points. Intermediate directions are halfway between 2 cardinal directions. They are northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. These are also shown as NE, SE, SW, and NW. A compass rose tells which places are north, south, east, or west of other places. On most maps, north is at the top of the page. Let's locate north and east on this compass rose. Now, click on the location you think the direction northeast would be on the compass rose.
Northeast is going to be halfway between north and east. So it's going to be right here.
Good job! Did NE appear when you clicked? If so, you were right. This is the intermediate direction northeast, or NE. Remember, intermediate directions always begin with north or south.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you some better pictures of cities in Florida. This is a picture of Miami, which again is the city where we live. This is a picture of the old state capitol building in Tallahassee. And this is a picture of Tampa. And you can see the water here with the Gulf. This is a compass, and we're going to label directions. So the N stands for north. The E is for east. The S is for south. And the W is for west. We're going to watch a video on the explanation of compass points.
You've more to learn, maths man. Compass points.
Oh, compass points.
What are they? Well, people on Earth use them all the time to find their way around. Vera will explain.
Mathsman, stand in the center of the pod. A compass shows several directions. These are called compass points. The main compass points are north, east, south, and west. On a compass, you usually only see the first letter of each word. To remember them, repeat this saying: never eat slimy worms.
Never eat slimy worms.
Good. Listen very carefully. North never ever moves. People might move around and change their direction, but north is always the same for everybody. Watch, I'll show you. Turn and face south. Now where is north?
It's behind me.
Good. Now turn to face west. Now where is north?
It's to my right.
Good. Okay. So this is a picture of hills, and you can see that they're kind of bumpy and kind of elevated. Mountains are taller than hills, but as I said before, we do not have any mountains in Florida. This is a picture of a river, the Arlington River, and of Jacksonville. This is a picture of wetlands. This is another picture of wetlands. These are the Everglades, which are just west of us. Some of you may have been there. You may have taken an airboat tour of them. This is a picture of the beach or the coast. These are bald cypress trees. They are also in the wetlands or the Everglades, and you can see that there's water here and grass. And that concludes our lesson on maps, state maps of Florida, and on landforms and bodies of water. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope everyone is doing well. I miss you guys, and I will see you all soon.